here. So welcome to the orientation session for business. So this session is going to be a really informal session because we have already got lots of information about, for example, what to do, how to enroll, what are the key people, and things like that. So the whole aim of this session is to know someone in your discipline and get some tips and tricks and things like that. And I have originally provided content for different kind of postgraduate disciplines because we have Master of Accounting and Finance, we have MBA, and we have Master of Healthcare Administration and everything like that. So I'm not going to focus on those stuff a lot because we are all Master of Finance, and then we will go to the general things. So first of all, we acknowledge that we are on the traditional lands of the Karma people, and we respect and acknowledge their elders, past, present, and emerging. And so a little bit about me. A little bit of black. So my name is Afshin Kanuri. I'm the Deputy MBA Director for the MBA program in the college and also a lecturer in marketing. And a little bit about me, I have a master's and a PhD in marketing, but I did my bachelor's in industrial engineering. So when I started my studies, I wanted to be an engineer. So I started with studying architecture engineering and then mechanical engineering, and then changed degree to industrial and systems engineering. And then I realized that I like social sciences and marketing and changed my degree again. And since then, I haven't been regretting my decision. And before joining university, I've been working for more than 7 years in different industries. I've worked for automotive industry, for BMW and Mazda representatives in Middle East, and in pharmaceutical companies, and also in publishing industry, selling architecture and graphic books. And I also do research on gamification and marketing and social marketing. So the cool thing about my research is that I create games, and I also play games, and I publish articles. So my areas of research is gamification, digital marketing, marketing for behavior change, and also transformative services research and services marketing. And things that I've done in the academia is that I usually design interventions that can help people solve problems in the world and society. So for example, I designed a game, kind of a mobile game, so that people use and they learn how not to use alcohol so much. And last year, we ran an intervention in New Zealand, designing a mobile app to help people play the game and also learn how they can manage their emotions and their mental well-being and things like that. And in Australia, I'm working with some people across the country to design interventions so that we can make people avoid vaping. You can see all of these teenagers are vaping, which is a really bad thing. And a fun fact about me is that I'm also an ex-soccer player. So when I was a little bit younger, I was not that kind of chubby. So I could run and play soccer and things like that. So I used to play for some clubs, but then I decided to continue my studies. And whenever I'm not in the university or answering a student's email and things like that, I can be found in the nature. So I really like to go hiking, go travel and things like that. And I do a little bit of photography or sometimes video production and all of these marketing kind of hobbies. And as I mentioned, in Flinders, we have different postgraduate courses. So you might see students in your classes from different courses. So the course that I manage is Master of Business Administration, MBA, which maybe I won't go through. Yeah. Oh. They cannot come in? Open the door. Would you like to come in? We thought that was the door. Yeah. Are you guys Master of Accounting and Finance, both of you?
Yes.
Good, cool. Everybody. So there are some stuff in our MBA which is not actually unique to the MBA, just it is the same thing in Master of Accounting and Finance as well. So we recently redesigned and revamped our Master of Accounting and Finance and Business Administration. So the way that we tried to redesign the topics was that we wanted to include more sustainability, more industry embeddedness, and enable people to be more job ready after they graduate. And that is why Flinders is #1 in postgraduate employment. So the people who are graduated from Flinders University, especially in South Australia, they are really known to be good people to be employed by different companies. So some of the reasons is that we have embedded Industry 4 and Industry 5 across our courses, no matter it is MBA, Master of Finance, and everything like that. So Industry 4 and 5 basically is about the future of work. So for example, with all of these things that you are seeing, for example, AI, generative AI, ChatGPT, and things like that, lots of businesses and universities are just like making a guard against that, and they want to ignore it and things like that. But in Flinders, we are actually embracing all of these things. And in Industry 4 and 5, the idea is that in the future, your workplace is a workplace that will be working with AI. Maybe you will be in a company that your coworker is not a human being. It might be like an AI. So how can you effectively work with AI as coworkers or AI as tools and things like that so that you can be an effective person in your workplace as well. And we also have like industry embeddedness throughout our courses. So for example, no matter you will be in Master of Business Administration or Master of Accounting and Finance, you will have up to 36 weeks of opportunity for industry experiences. So we have like placements usually for people, so we can go on a placement, and the placement works in a way that you will go in a company and work for that company for a period of time, and it can be up to 36 weeks, and it would be counted as one of your topics that you might need to pass like in class. And there are lots of like positive things about this industry experience. The first thing is that you will get first-hand experience of working in a company in Australia, which is really valuable for lots of international students. And the other thing is that we had lots of opportunities that when students go on different placements, after they complete their placements, those companies actually ask a student to stay there, and they offer them part-time or full-time jobs. So lots of our students, after they go to the placement, which is before they finish their degrees, they already have a job. So they don't need to finish the degree and wait to get a good job, which is a really good thing. And the other benefit of these placements is that you can create a network for yourself. One of the things that is really important in Australia when you want to work in industry is to have good networks, which means that to know key people. And with this network, you can go up the corporate ladder like faster and be successful in your job. So when you go in these kind of placements, you get to know key people, and those key people can enable you, even if you don't want to work in that company, and even if that company does not have any capacity to offer you a job, you know those people, and you can use those networks to get good jobs later on. And we also have lots of different kind of other ways of engaging with industry. So for example, some of our topics are industry topics. So it means that although you come to class every week to study your whatever you're studying, but the class also has an industry partner as well, which means that everything in the class will be taught based on a problem that is a real problem, which is brought by an industry partner. So throughout the semester, you will be guided by your lecturer, your topic coordinator, your industry like advisor and everything to design something for industry. And at the end of the semester, you present it to those like industry clients, and they will give you feedback, like those feedback that you get. So if you study MBA, the things that you might study might be like business analytics, ethics and sustainability, trends in business finance and things like that, which I believe none of you is studying MBA here, so I will pass on that. And if you want to get an industry placement, so it is a slide for MBA, but the process is exactly the same for Master of Accounting and Finance. So we have two coordinators for the placement. Have you had like a chance to talk with them today? Alicia and Jess? Yep. So we have Jess and Alicia, who are the coordinator of the placements. So usually it is recommended that you spend at least one semester learning about fundamentals of your course. And from the second semester, you can start thinking about placements. Because when you go to those companies, they kind of assume that you have some knowledge of the fundamentals of finance or whatever your course is. So after the first semester, you can contact them, Alicia, and also this email, which is CBGL placements, and ask them to provide you with some opportunities for placement. So usually we have more placement than we have students. So it means that you get to choose which company you want to go to do your placement, and you'll get to it's not like you have this company, you have to go there, and you have no choice. So you have lots of choice. And all of the companies that we have for students are in line with what they're studying. So for example, if you're studying accounting and finance, we don't send you to a company which has nothing to do with finance. You're not going there to do administrative stuff. You go there to a company which is specialized in your area, and you will do really jobs that are in line with your expertise and what you're learning. And the other thing is that are any of you enrolled for the Festival Plaza from next year, or you're going to study from here? Vicky Square. So this semester you study from Vicky Square, but from the next semester, which would be 2024, we have a new building in North Terrace that you can see here. So I think all of you have seen the train station, right? Yes. There is a big building being built next to the train station. It is the new Windows campus. So it is the most modern.
One on the right.
In the city. Yeah. Yeah. It is the most modern kind of campus that we can see in Adelaide. It's already being built with all of the technology. And the good thing is that it is in the middle of the city and next to all of those businesses and all of those industry partners. So it means that you get to be engaged more with those industry partners. Because, for example, your client might be 2 blocks away and they jump into class. You have lots of industry speakers, you have lots of guest speakers from different companies, and there are lots of places for you to collaborate, work, and really high-end classes and areas. And we also have the first PhD MBA in Australia, which after you completed your degree, you might be thinking about doing PhD as well. And if you are doing a Master of Accounting and Finance, the things that you might be studying in this semester are these 4 topics. You might already be enrolled in this topic. So it is transforming accounting processes, measuring operational and financial performance, managing company finances, and upholding business law and regulation. Are any of you enrolled in any of these topics?
I didn't get all these subjects. Yeah, a couple of subjects from here.
So some.
We also have enrolled as per the study plan and the timetable.
Yeah.
So I think we need to take these 4 subjects as the study plan. I have enrolled for another 4 subjects.
Yeah.
Is it all right?
Yeah. So one recommendation that I have for you throughout your course is that every semester when you are going to enroll, just don't go and enroll randomly. We have some people, we call them course advisor, and their email is courseadvice@windows.edu.au. So those people are specialized in giving you advice on what to enroll, what not to enroll, to make sure that you can finish your degree on time. So the idea is that these are the topics that are available in this semester. So most of you have 2 of these topics, 3 of these topics, 1 of these topics, because these are the topics that we have available in this semester. But you might have a couple of odd topics in the middle. So it is approved by the course advice. It means that they have already thought about the fact that you want to finish on time, and that's all good. But the problem for some students arises from the second semester. So you finish your semester, you open that enrollment thing, and just randomly select, and then a year later you understand that, oh, you should have selected something else, and then that's not good. So my recommendation to all of the students is that if you don't know anything, if you are not sure, first of all, check your study planner, and study planners can be available through the website. You know how to access them. So there is a So if you want to see your study planner, just open the browser. So if you go to the student pages here, there is something like a study planner. If you click here, oops, no, there is calendar. So let me type the address here. The students.flinders.edu/my courses and /study plans. Course. So students.flinders.edu/my course/study plans. And here there is a search box. You can type the name of your course. For you, it is Master of Accounting Finance. Here it is. And you can see your study planner. So make sure that you have downloaded and see your study planner, and as much as you can follow the study planner. And if there was something that you couldn't follow, or you wanted to change the study planner, or you wanted to, because sometimes you can swap one of these topics with a placement and things like that. So whatever you wanted to do that was not in the study planner, just before doing that, send an email to the course advice, like email, and they will tell you if it is okay, if it's not okay, if there is something that you need to be considering, and things like that. So, and one of the really cool things about our Master of Accounting and Finance is that I wish we had Michelle, who actually designed the whole master. So we actually designed this course with some people with extensive industry background and also academic background. So for example, people who are behind designing this course are people who have worked for more than 20, 30 years in different banking and finance sectors across Asia, Europe, Australia, and especially UK. And they know everything about like the nuances of the finance. And the focus of the Master of Accounting and Finance in Flinders is that we focus really on fintech and also sustainability and social impact, which are the trends of the future in accounting and finance. So when we design courses in general, we don't think what the students need now. We think that what employers want in 5 years, in 6 years, in 7 years from now, so that you'll be ready for all of the jobs that are coming as we go in the future. And we also have Master of Healthcare Administration, which we don't have any students here. We will pass. And there are some general recommendations that I also give to all of the students. Let me present my class. And the first thing is that plan and have a clear goal for your semester. So at the start of the semester, I know a lot of you are busy, and especially for international students, when you just arriving to a new country, a new city, you have like lots of things to deal with. You have to find a new house, you have to find new friends, and all of those things. And some people forget about what they have enrolled with, like the deadlines for the assessment and things like that. But when it get near to the end of the semester, those things will come back to you. So make sure that you have a really clear goal for the semester, and make sure that you are in continuous contact with your topic coordinators, because we as topic coordinators, we are always available for students. And if, for example, you email them and said, I have this issue, I want your thought on blah, 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 they are always there to give you some solutions, some alternatives, and there are things that you might not have already think of, but they have a solution for that already. So make sure that you are in continuous contact with your topic coordinators, and you have a study routine as well. So in each of the topics that you enroll, you get access to like a Canvas site, and in that Canvas site, there is something called a topic guide. And in that topic guide, it is mentioned that how many hours is the normal hours that you need to spend in this topic. So have that in mind, so that it will give you an indication of how much time you have, how much time you need to dedicate to your studies, and how much time you have for your other activities and things like that. And the other thing is that we are flexible in hybrid and in person. So some of you are attending classes in person, and some of you might have even some visa restrictions to attend in person, and some are online. But no matter what is your type of enrollment, make sure that you attend classes. So we record all of the classes, but my recommendation to all of the students is to attend classes live, because it is different from like watching a recording after the class. And make sure that you participate and you engage. If you have a question, don't be shy. Ask the questions. And lots of us topic coordinators, we don't mind being stopped in the middle of the lectures and things like that. So don't keep your questions until you forget it. And the other really important thing in Australia is teamwork. So you need to start working in groups from like now as university students. And in every company that you get hired, you need to work in teams. There is no way out of working in teams. And I know that there are lots of like drama and complications and things like that when you work in teams, but make sure that you can find some people in your cohort that are like the same as you in terms of, for example, work schedule, life schedule, and things like that, so that you can work with them effectively. So I've seen, for example, some students in the MBA course that I manage that they have been working with each other for like 2-3 semesters, and in every topic they are the same team. And they are the people, for example, some of them work part-time and their shifts are kind of the same, so they can effectively work with each other. And some other recommendations is that when you are working in teams, please make sure that you develop like a good routine of teamwork. So it is recommended usually by all of the topic coordinators that when you have a group assignment, we are not working in groups, we are working in teams. So it is more about us, not everyone working on different things and just combining together. So we recommend people to meet like regularly, keep like meeting notes, meeting agendas and things like that, so that you can get into a really good routine. And also make sure that you take the note of the important dates in your topic for your assignments, submissions, essays, and things like that. And if you need like further support, if you need extensions, if there are some like special circumstances that you're dealing with, make sure that you communicate with your topic coordinator beforehand. Because one of the issues that we usually face is that we have some alternatives, some solutions for students who are dealing with different things, but they contact us when it is too late and when we like report the grades to the college. So if it is too late, we have like limited stuff that we can offer you. But if you contact with us like beforehand, something is happening, then we can offer you lots of different things and support you. And take a good care of your mental health and well-being as well, because I understand that studying in a new country, and especially when you have like 3-4 topics in a semester, is not an easy job. And sometimes you are studying, and some people are working part-time as well. Make sure that you take care of yourself, your mental well-being, your health, and everything like that. And we have lots of services and things in Flinders. We have like international student support services, which they have like loads of different services that they can offer you, from financial to mental well-being to like house referencing, everything that you want. And if you don't know that, if you have a need and you don't know what to ask, don't imagine that we don't have the support system for that. Make sure, rest assured that we have someone who can help you with that, but the only thing is that you don't know who is that. So the first thing that you need to do, contact your topic coordinator or international student services, and they will put you in contact with the right contact person. And yeah, ask for help whenever you need it, and know some key people as well in the university. So for example, knowing the course advice is a must for all of the students, because it can affect your like the study planner if you don't follow the right study plan. And your topic coordinator, so whatever has to do with your topic, you can contact your topic coordinators. And for support, the international student support services, which I think Sherwin had a presentation for you in the beginning, right? So she's the main contact person for every support that you want. And yeah, that's all. And we also have a Connect Week from 24th of July to 28th of July, which like lots of activities going on campus. So make sure that you attend all of those.
So is the program over there or here?
Mostly it is here, because we are transitioning from Beacon Square to the main campus in the Festival Plaza.
So you'll have the first semester over there and from second semester over here.
No, your first semester, all of your classes probably is in Vic Square, which is in the city. And then from the second semester, which would be semester 1, 2024, you will remain in the city, but we change buildings. We will go to like that shiny new building. And
I have a question.
yeah, it's time for
The thing
questions.
is, this is my first session. I didn't, I couldn't register for the first session that was held at 1 p.m.
Yep.
So when I enrolled, there were 4 subjects that was available. 3 of them are normal credit and 1 is non-credit. And the ones that were credit subjects, these are going to start from 25th August.
25th of August.
The census date is from 25th August. So does it mean the classes will start from 25th August or 25th July?
No, the class starts from 25th of July, but when you see census date is the time that you can like withdraw from the course and things like that without needing to pay the course fees and things like that. But if you are in the like normal semester, so every year you have 2 semesters. So semester 1 starts in late February, so sometimes between 24th to 28th of February, and semester 2 always starts sometime between 24th to 28th of July. And the census date usually is 3 weeks after the semester starts. But the topics starts from 24th of July.
Before going for enrollment, I didn't consult with a course advisor. So basically, I was supposed to take the business law subject, but unfortunately, when I went for registration, it was not available. So I took another subject. So should I consult with the course advisor?
So the subject that you took, is it in your study planner or not?
I can't actually see it.
Let me bring up the other one. Oops. So
the courses that I chose are exploring accounting principle, transferring accounting process, appraising economic environments, and researching markets. These 4.
Researching. Okay. So my advice is to send an email to course advice and ask them to check like the things that you have enrolled and make sure that with your enrollment there wouldn't be any problem with you like finishing on time and things like that. And if there are some complications, they might give you like another suggestion for another topic to choose, or for example, if that topic that you wanted to take was not available, it might be due to the fact that it is like capped and there's no other capacity, and sometimes they can put you in the waiting list, and if, for example, there are extra capacity, they can put you there. So my recommendation is, yes, definitely send an email to them and ask for. So any questions online? Okay, so let me. Have a question online. So Han Tran, please feel free to unmute yourself.
Yeah, thank you, Ashin. I just wanted to ask, the course that I'm applying is not accountant. I'm actually doing the business of administrations. But I just wanted to ask, is there, because when I went on to the website and it doesn't appear that the online options is available. Do you know that, because I still work part-time, so I can't see myself be able to attend like in person. So I just see if it is sort of like a hybrid mode where we could do some subjects online and some other in person or something like that. Do you are you aware that there's options or not at all online for this semester?
Yeah, of course. So what type of MBA are you doing?
Yeah, so I'm doing some. I only started. I think I just started with the graduate certificate for in business administration.
Okay. So, and are you an international student recently coming to Adelaide?
No, I am domestic students. I'm actually working part time in the city.
So if you are a domestic student, you can definitely enroll online as well. So if you have already enrolled as an in-person, you probably need to send an email to the course administrators to see if they can change your enrollment from in-person to online. So can you send me an email so that I can have your email, and then I will forward your email to the right contact person to
Absolutely. Thank you. I haven't enrolled yet for that reason, because I know that it will not be possible for me to do in person. So that's why I haven't enrolled it yet, but I was hoping to ask the question today.
Yeah, definitely. We have all of the classes are hybrid in Blenders, and we can enroll in person and online. But sometimes we have international students with visa requirements that they should only apply enroll in person, and that is why I asked. So if you are domestic, you can choose between online and in person, and I will put you in contact with the right person. Yeah.
Thank you. I'll send you the email. Thank you very much.
Thank you. No worries. So any other questions? Question.
I have a little doubt regarding it.
Mm-hmm.
For the first semester, we have to select 4 subjects, right? Out of
Yeah, I guess the study planner says 4 subjects. Yep. You have 4 semesters, each 4 subjects, and then complete in 2 years. Do you have less or more?
In this study planner, there is 2, Master of Accounting and Finance, and another one is Master of Accounting and Finance mid-year. So which one?
Let me check.
I pick mid-year one because I think we are in semester 2.
Yeah. So basically, it's not that different to the other one, but it starts from here. So the topics are quite the same, but yeah. So because you are starting from mid-year, and these are the topics that you need to take. You have already taken. Any more questions? Have you explored Adelaide at all? You just went to university. So it is good to be engaged with university always, but don't forget to explore Adelaide. In the city. There are lots of things happening. I think at the moment we have Illuminate. So it is really cool. So, and we have, I think, another festival called Fringe, or like in the summer. So that's so much fun. Lots of different shows, like a playground. They bring like a lot of things and things like that. And make sure if you are like a wine person, there are lots of wineries and things like that in Adelaide that you can go like tasting, or lots of cafes and everything. So I personally have been enjoying living in Adelaide like very much. It's a city that everyone is having fun. Yes. So any questions? Online, any question? In person? And one other important thing that we've seen with some international students that you have, these are allows you to if you have visa requirements that about being an in-person like student. So and for example, you might something might come up with your life. You might need to travel for 3 months or things like that. So before doing anything like that, make sure that you check with your topic coordinator and international department at Blenders. Because sometimes, for example, they can offer you that if your topic coordinator is happy, you can do blah, blah, blah. But just don't assume anything. Just ask people. And we are always living in our email, so there's always someone to reply to your email. So don't worry about it. Yeah. Any more questions? Are you excited to start? Okay. Awesome. Thank you very much for attending. And if you have any questions, just tweet email us. Thank you. Have a good rest of your day.
Yes.
think international students cannot take all of their subjects like online. But for example, if you have 4 subjects, 3 of them are in person and 1 is online,